Hey, this is Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, we're going to talk about the actual cost for $25,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for an 80-year-old female. Now, the first thing you need to understand is you can go directly to our website, and we've got these quarters on just about every page, and you click the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way. And click the coverage amount, put your birthday, extra stuff in here, get quotes. It'll take you to an actual quoter that we use. It's going to show you all the best companies in your state. It's going to show you all the lowest pricing, and you can do some shopping around on your own. It's pretty cool. You can also call us at 888-862-9456 if you want to talk to a human. We're happy to chat with you. Now, the first thing you need to ask yourself, if you're a female age 80, is $25,000 going to be enough insurance? But you should also ask yourself, would that make you overinsured? Now, if you're going to have a cremation, the average cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. Now, that's just if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn, but $25,000 would be way overinsured. We would not recommend that. A lot of times people would say, well, I want to leave some money behind for my family members. Well, I can tell you one thing, the insurance starts to get expensive once you're at age 80. So if you wanted to leave money behind for your family, you probably should have done that in your 60s or 70s or something like that. Now, if it's within your means to pay that, go for it, do it. But just most of the people we work with are on a fixed or limited income, and it's very difficult for them. So we would recommend going with a lower amount. Now, if you're going to have some sort of cremation and then have a celebration of life or remembrance ceremony, we would that's going to be probably $3,500 to $4,500 roughly. So if you're just going to come home in a cardboard box or an urn, it's between $1,000 to $2,000. We'd probably recommend around a $5,000 policy. Now, if you're going to have that ceremony and that cremation, we'd probably recommend maybe $7,500, maybe even $10,000. It just depends on your situation. We can always add more coverage later if you needed some. So it's to your advantage to at least get something in place, even if it's that $5,000. Because that protects your family right away as long as it's first day coverage. That's what we help people with, first day coverage. Now, if you're going to have a burial, the average cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. So $25,000 would be more than enough insurance. But again, you could easily be overinsured with that amount of coverage. So most people in this situation would probably get between $10,000 to $15,000. Reason being is just budget. If your budget's tight, get the $10,000. You might even get $8,000, whatever it is. Your family's going to benefit from whatever insurance you have, because $8,000 is better than no dollars, and you just don't want to be the person that doesn't take care of this for your family. So, if you can afford more, that's cool. Go ahead and do that. But really, most important thing is to have insurance. Now, some people will say, yeah, but that first day coverage, that asks health questions, and I'm not in the greatest of health. And you're right. First day coverage does ask health questions, but we work with enough different insurance companies. We can typically work around most health issues. And the fact is that most 95% of the people we work with are going to qualify for first day coverage. The only reason you wouldn't is if you had some really significant health issues, like you had a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you were on dialysis, or you had dementia, or you were in a hospital, or you were in a nursing home. The other thing that happens, seems like on a weekly basis, we get a call from somebody and said, hey, we had a family member die this last week, and they didn't have insurance. We don't have any money. The body's down at the funeral home. The funeral director's not going to do anything until he gets money. So we need to get this insurance really quick. And we have to tell them that, unfortunately, there's no insurance company in the United States that offers insurance policies on people who've already died. Doesn't work out that way. So don't be that person. Don't be that person who leaves this behind for others to deal with. You leave them behind with not only a financial burden, but an emotional burden. And do you really want your last memories to your family be them scrambling together or having to, somehow come up with that money miraculously? So don't do that to your family. Get some insurance. It's kind of a gift of love that you can leave behind for them. Now, we don't recommend 2-year waiting periods, and there's a lot of companies out there. Probably the most well-known is Colonial Penn, because they advertise, it seems like every 7 minutes on the TV. but they advertise quite a bit. And they've got their marketing plan, their $9.95 plan. It's brilliant marketing, probably, because they get a lot of people to call in. But if you look at the internet, they get a lot of complaints, too, because people say, well, it's not the coverage I thought it would be. And, a lot of 80-year-old females would think, ha, 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 I gamed the system. I made it to 80 and I didn't spend any money on insurance. And now I'm going to spend $9.95 and I'm going to get 20, 30, 40, maybe even $50,000 worth of insurance. You guys are silly. Oh, why didn't you wait this long? And then they go to Colonial Penn and they find out female age 80, 1 unit of coverage for $9.95. It's only going to buy them $608 in coverage. Not quite the $50,000 that was going through our 80-year-old female's mind. Yeah, not going to work. There's other 2-year waiting period companies out there. Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha product, AIG Gerber. There's a lot of other insurance companies that only offer 2-year waiting periods. And some of those companies have done a great job of convincing the American public that if you're over age 50, the only thing you can qualify for is a plan with a 2-year waiting period. And nothing could be further from the truth, because we help people with first day coverage all day long. So don't fall for such nonsense. Now, coming back to Colonial Penn, the challenge you're going to have with them is that you're not going to be able to get $25,000 as a 80-year-old female. Because if you look at this, 1 unit is $608. Therefore, 10 units would probably be around $6,000. And 15 units, which they max out at, it's probably going to be around $9,000, just doing rough math. 15 units. There we go, $9,120 for 15 units. That's roughly $150. So let's jump over and let's look at first day coverage. $25,000 and age 80 female. This is going to be kind of expensive here. I'm warning you in advance. That's what I'm telling you. Don't overinsure on this insurance. So again, $9,000 for $150, and we come over here, $25,000. Yeah, right around just roughly $250 a month, depending on the company. So it just gets awfully expensive. But again, if you can afford that and want to leave that money behind for your family, do it. But just first day coverage is much better than a 2-year waiting period. And the other thing, too, is if you want, you can drop this down to $10,000 and save quite a bit of money. And then you can always add some extra coverage later, too. So keep that in mind. Again, the best insurance policy is the one that you have. Let's look at some other companies here, maybe some companies that advertise quite a bit. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Here's Lincoln Heritage. Fine company, level coverage. They're just more expensive. And they've got a plan where when you die, they will call a few different funeral homes and 2-3 different funeral homes and get the best pricing and maybe do a couple other things. But they charge a premium for that. It's like $358 versus, $248. So, I mean, well over $100 more. So that's $1,200 more a year. If you live another 10 years, you're going to overpay $12,000 on a $25,000 policy. So keep in mind, just be smart. And, that's why we offer our quote here free, so you can check things out. You'll be able to see all the other different companies out there and see what's available and what's the pricing on them. But again, just go to our website at funeralfunds.com. You can click on the quoter, get that information free, and then you can call us at our toll-free number if you want to talk to an actual human. We can help you out there too. And if you've got an existing policy and you want to price shop it, we can help you out there. If you have some existing coverage, maybe you've got a $10,000 plan and you just want to add $5,000 to it, we can help you out with that. If you just want a brand new plan, we can help you out. If you just want information, just call us. We'd love to talk with you about this. And until that day comes when we do get to meet you, you take care. You stay safe. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.